Last year's external funding cut was a wake-up call. It exposed how vulnerable we become in the race to our security when we rely too much on external support. In my annual message last year, I pledged to strengthen domestic revenue by aligning reforms with regional benchmarks, improving tax compliance, and investing in digital systems, including a modern customs inspection center at the Freeport of Monrovia. We have made real progress on these commitments, and the results are clear. Liberia can finance more than its own development if we put the right policies in place and collect what is due. For fiscal year 2025, we approved a national budget of $880.5 million, funded largely by $804.6 million in domestic revenue. By year-end, total revenue reached $885.8 million, exceeding the target by $5.1 million. $847.7 million, surpassing the target by $43.1 million, the highest ever recorded in Liberia. That is an increase of $148 million over 2024, the largest single-year gain in our nation's history. Last year, we submitted and you approved a budget of more than $1.2 billion for fiscal year 2026, representing the highest budget in the history of our country. Over the past few years, domestic revenue has risen by $235.7 million. This reflects stronger policy choices, improved administration, digitization, and better compliance. I commend the Liberia Revenue Authority and all partner institutions for their professionalism, and I call on the legislature to work with us to sustain these gains and direct every dollar towards results that improve the lives of the Liberian people. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of the legislature, I am pleased to report that on account of the robust revenue performance for 2025, the fiscal authorities are concluding processes that will lead to submission of a supplemental budget to the legislature next month, the first in many years. As of the end of November 2025, government spending totaled $709.7 million, including both recurrent and capital spending. Spending on roads accounted for a major share of our capital expenditure. Public debt stood at $2.8 billion as at the end of December 2025. Domestic debt, mainly owed to the central bank and commercial bank, was $1.2 billion. External debt, largely to the World Bank and to the African Development Bank, was $1.6 billion. Despite fiscal pressures, the government remained largely current on its debt commitments, paying $120.1 million in debt service to both domestic and external creditors in 2025. We will continue prudent debt management and fiscal discipline. To strengthen the economy and address fiscal constraints, my administration has introduced major financial management reform to boost revenue, enacted the Tax Expenditure bill, tighten exemption controls, and are preparing to implement a value-added tax system by 2027. To support fiscal year 2026 $1.2 billion budget, we will expand the tax base by cracking down on evasion, updating tax rules, raising the goods tax by a modest 1%, and revising excise taxes. The government has strategically leveraged opportunities to attract credible investment and responsibly exploit natural resources for the benefit of Liberians. In 2025, the government signed key agreements to boost economic growth, infrastructure, and employment, including concession and access agreement with the Ivanhoe for the Yekepa-Bukena Rail Corridor, and amended deal with ArcelorMittal Liberia. Together, these represent approximately $4 billion in committed investments. The government has commenced the process of reactivating the Pudo iron ore mine. That will boost job creation and accelerate development in Grand Direct County and the southeastern region. In the hydrocarbon sector, the government signed 8 new petroleum agreements, 4 with Total Energies and 4 with Oranto Petroleum.